Los Angeles, California. It's the Mad Scientist Party Hour.
Oh shit. I got too distracted fucking around. Oh, hello there, friends! Welcome back to another episode of Mad Scientist Party Hour. My name is Kevin Kraft, joined once again by a man who is legally banned from wearing pants or underwear and is currently performing his forced public masturbation in front of all of us. That's Jeff Clark.
Court ordered.
And beaming to us from underneath a pile of Godzilla's shit, the bearded booger-eating corn nugget known as Shuddy Boy.
Yo.
Are you still watching Godzilla movies?
We just started again and watched Godzilla 2000 Millennium
Oh, I
on
feel like
Thursday.
is that one of like the considered to be one of the better ones? That's not the Matthew Broderick one, right?
No, it came out just after the Matthew Broderick one.
And it was a Japanese one, right?
It was a Japanese one. It is on Hulu,
Oh, interesting.
streaming dubbed. So
What did you think?
I mean, it's silly as fuck, as most Godzilla movies are.
Yeah.
But it was a lot of fun. One of my favorite lines. Let me get to Letterboxd. Was
Oh yeah, I see it on there. Oh.
it's right in the top of my review.
Yeah. These negatives are as blank as your mind.
Yes, that was the newspaper editor talking to the female reporter.
Wow.
But yeah, it was good. We're running out of them that are available for streaming.
I mean, HBO Max has a fuckload of them. You watched all those?
There's a few that we haven't seen yet. I'm gonna have to go through my Instagram posts from Kaiju Thursdays to put them all into Letterboxd appropriately.
I mean, Kaiju Thursday would go very well with Japanuary. Which, when I started using Letterboxd, I saw that was a thing that people participated in, so I started watching a shitload of Japanese movies every January. And recently, like late last year, probably in December, Carl, for some reason, just started watching a bunch of Godzilla movies, but she was watching the modern American ones. And she was like all about it. She's like, they're so fucking stupid, but they're fun. And I was like, well, have you ever seen an OG Godzilla movie? And she was like, no. So I was like, let's just scroll through HBO Max because they've got a shitload of them. And I think we watched Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla. And that put an end to her interest in Godzilla movies for the most part.
Really?
Yeah, it was
I
way too
think-
campy and like silly and rubber suity for her.
And that's part of what I enjoy about them. Like, this one is right at the dawn of the CGI age. So
Ooh.
they combine practical effects with CGI, and the CGI is just, it's real bad. Like it wasn't, there was not a time, like you look at a movie like Armageddon that was relatively heavy CGI.
Oh,
That
Jeff
movie-
is looking at you very seriously. Tread carefully, Shuddy.
You watch it today and you can understand that the CGI at the time was impressive.
Yeah.
You watch Godzilla 2000 and you're not like, that was definitely cutting edge at the time. There's no, even in the context of 1999, it was not good CGI.
Yeah, any movie that tried to capitalize on the Millennium by putting 2000 in their title, I mean, They're pretty much all dog shit. This will be relevant forever. Dracula 2000.
That movie was, from what I remember, garbage.
I actually just started watching Ghidorah, the three-headed monster, today. I gotta finish that up later, but
I want to watch the one with Jet Jaguar.
I don't know which one that is.
Hold on.
I mean, I went to the theater this weekend and saw the trailer for the new Godzilla versus Kong movie, or not versus, I guess, Godzilla X Kong.
It is Godzilla versus Megalon from 1973.
Ooh. Yeah, I feel like people started shitting on it, like, oh man, King Kong's got like a fucking metal brace on his arm. He's got like power axes and shit. What the hell is going on? It's like, well, if you watch any of the older Godzilla movies, like they took them kind of seriously for a little bit in the 50s, but then it was just the fucking wheels flew off. They got aliens coming in. They got
most of Godzilla Millennium, he's fighting a spaceship, an alien craft that's just kind of flying around and landing on things like a bug, and then it transforms into a monster at the very end for the final fight.
That sounds kind of cool.
So it does follow that. Like it was campy and cheesy and silly.
Which has its place. They're fun. Like I enjoyed Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla.
So I've enjoyed all the Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla movies.
And that was like the OG one. That I think it was aliens. Like at first it's Godzilla, and they're like, wait, why is Godzilla attacking us again? He's a good guy. But then once they shoot some missiles at it or whatever, pieces of flesh get blown off, and then reveal there's a robot underneath it. And I think it was sent by aliens.
Yeah, it was definitely aliens in the first one.
They get weird as fuck. Godzilla movies are fucking weird, and it's kind of interesting to see how weird the American ones are getting. I mean, with that whole Hollow Earth thing and dinosaurs living in there and shit. Yeah, bonkers. I like bonkers.
I do too. What a interesting way to start off this week's episode with a heavy dose of Godzilla. Jeff, do you have anything you would like to add to the Godzilla talk?
Oh, Jeff C. Tit?
Yeah, no, you guys pretty much covered it. I guess the only thing I could add is I do look back fondly on the Matthew Broderick Godzilla, where the final scene, her final Godzilla battle took place in Madison Square Garden. And I thought the most recent one was a little overrated. That's all that I have to contribute to this conversation.
Oh, you're talking about Godzilla -1?
Yeah.
Oh, Jeff no see tit. 2 thumbs down.
I have not seen -1 yet. I really want to.
I'll spoil it. No tits. Not a single Japanese tit in that entire flick.
You don't even get to see Godzilla's dick. I know
Oh,
that
you
motherfucker
don't.
has a dick. Why can't I see it? Well, we can start in a more traditional MSPH sense, Shuddy, and do one of Jeff's favorite segments.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for today's Random Brain Question.
Kevin.
All right,
really got a lot for this episode, don't you?
Real quick. Since we're rolling the dice here, and we have no way. We're playing Shuddy Roulette today.
Oh yeah, because we did that during the Easter egg, so we should let the listeners know ahead of time, and the YouTube listeners who don't get the Easter egg know. You're making some weird faces, Shuddy.
Well, I thought you were going to say what I ate a 30 milligram THC pill, and think it's going to rock me. But Also, I have a lot of Shuddy Boys fucking news. So I'd like to do, if we have a chance, a couple of articles in the main app.
Sure. Why not? Let's party.
I'm down with that.
So my random brain question. I feel like everybody is well aware that for dudes, the first time you have sex, or if you break a cold streak, the secret's out. You're going to like nut in 5 seconds. Could the same thing be said for women? Like if a woman goes on like a 2-year cold streak.
Do you know who's the perfect people to ask about this?
Women?
Us.
Well, yeah.
No, I'm being sarcastic. How the fuck would we know?
I don't know. I thought maybe you heard something. You got some secret intel.
I don't talk to chicks, Kevin.
Like, I feel like before that Seinfeld episode, women had no idea what shrinkage was. Like that was like, wait a second.
Wait, how did Seinfeld teach them about that?
It was an episode when I think they're at somebody's house on Long Island or something, and George is changing out of his swim trunks after getting out of the pool, and this woman walks in and she's like, "I'm sorry," and then looks down at his dick and she's like, "Oh my God, I'm sorry," and walks out. And he's like, "No, I was in the pool." And they tell Elaine, like, "Are you aware of shrinkage?" She's like, "What, like laundry?" And they're like, "No, like, you know, when it's cold or wet." And she just goes, "Wait, it shrinks?" But I think that put it in so firmly in the zeitgeist that now, whether you're familiar with that Seinfeld episode or not, you know that dicks shrink in cold water or the cold.
Did you see the video, or maybe was it a video or a picture? I think it was probably, I mean, I guess both. But there was some guy in Florida, I think it was Florida, who jumped into a pond in the.
Shuddy's
is this the Shuddy Boy news?
Well, I guess we'll move that from the
Yeah, let's just do that now then.
Yeah. Hold on.
Move that from the A block in the Patreon to the main episode.
Well, I heard about the news story that Shuddy about to talk about.
Well, to wrap up the random brain question, any ladies in the Puminati, if you've ever had a vicious cold streak going and then you broke it, are you like dudes where the second the wiener makes an appearance and makes contact, you're like,
Yeah.
sorry, I swear this never happens.
You lady giz on first touch.
Hey, ladies, you giz too quick? All right, well, Shuddy Cronkite, since the force of the universe just took us there, let's get some hard-hitting Shuddy reporting.
Well, as Jeff alluded to, a 42-year-old Alabama man,
Alabama, man,
disrobed to completely nude in the Leeds, Alabama Bass Pro Shop.
Oh,
have either of you ever been to like a Bass Pro Shop or a Cabela's? They're similar. They're owned by the same parent company now.
I think before I moved out of upstate New York, this huge ass mall, Crossgates, had a Bass Pro Shop, and I went into it just once, I think.
I mean, I feel like I've been into like big hunting/camping stores. I imagine they're all the same. Are you bringing this up because they're gigantic?
They are gigantic, and I mean the Cabela's here has an enclosed aquarium, so this could not occur. However, I think I've never been in a Bass Pro Shops, but it's sort of they have like a mountain in the middle of the store that's decorated with taxidermied animals, and then they have a faux lake that you can see half of, like when you're at an aquarium.
Can you climb the mountain?
No, you're not supposed to be in it at all. But this gentleman disrobed and cannonballed into the fish tank.
Wow.
He then got out and dove in, and there's videos circulating around the internet of him hanging on the side, like leaning on the side like you would in a pool, like with your arms crossed, Kevin, like this.
Oh,
You know.
wait.
So he's
Doing
on
the cannonball.
edge of the aquarium.
Can you show him the video by chance?
Let's.
Photo. He's happy as fuck in it too.
But you know how when you're talking to like if you've ever been to a cookout that has an in-ground pool, you've 100% seen somebody kind of like inside the pool with their arms over the side talking to somebody outside of it. Is this making any sense, Kevin?
I'm sorry. I've been trying to find the achievement thing to play for this guy, and it's just fucking gone, I guess. Oh, no, here it is. Man, that was worth me derailing the show for. So wait, this guy, you're saying there's a still shot of him nude mid-cannonball?
No. This is as he's in the water. He is in the water, and you know when somebody is in a pool and they're hanging on the side of the pool facing outside of the pool talking to somebody.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's a clear
this
tank.
Gentleman is doing this completely naked, and it is a fish tank.
Who is he talking to?
Just people outside of the pool.
Just spitting game?
But it looks like his penis might be just slightly larger than Jeff's.
Looks like an innie. I'm naughty.
Wait, do they actually show the dick?
I'm trying to find a video. I've seen it on Twitter. I don't know how you haven't seen this. It's been all over Twitter for the last, 3 days.
Well, being that we put this up on YouTube, we can't show penises. Hashtag free the penis.
The penis.
So, I don't know. Maybe if I open up Twitter, it'll reveal itself to me. Let me see.
I'm trying to find. Here, I'm sending it to you right now, Kevin.
Okay. And this is all just so I can see how tiny this guy's penis really is.
Yep, just so you can look at a penis.
All right, I appreciate that. Is it going through the group text? Oh, there we go.
Yeah, I just sent it.
Yeah, it says he was fishing with no bait. I imagine that means he doesn't have a worm. Wow, this looks like Casa Bonita. Whoa, this gentleman has a pussy. That's a mangina. Where the fuck is his penis? We probably could play this on the show because there's no penis to be seen.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
Although there is a bush, and we'll probably get yelled at for a bush, but... Wow. At first I thought, because there's... there's a little cloud behind it, and I was like, oh, is that the penis being blurred? And no, it was just bubbles. Those bubbles clear, revealing absolutely nothing. Except a mess of fucking pubes.
He is 100% a grower, hopefully.
Yeah.
Because he's not a shower. He's not a shower. That's for sure.
Huh. I mean, it's one thing to have a tiny penis. There are people born with the condition of a micropenis, where it's basically the size...
Is that a medical term?
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, it's essentially a nipple between your legs. But usually there's a pair of nuts to go with it. Where's this guy's nuts? Why doesn't he have any nuts? I mean, it could be I don't know, a post-op trans person. But I'm also kind of flabbergasted that these Bass Pro Shops kind of look like Casa Bonita from South Park. I can't blame this guy for wanting to fucking jump in there. That looks fun. I mean, this video starts with him already in the water holding on to the edge of the glass. So maybe there's a snapping turtle in there that bit his penis and balls off, and we just didn't see it. Penisless. This man is fucking penisless. And testicleless. Why doesn't he have nuts? Man. Whoops. I didn't mean to play that, but I guess it works.
Here's him doing a cannonball.
Okay, so this must be like a YouTuber or something, right? Because he's...
Why do you think that?
So this is the whole thing.
It seems like somebody got the heads up. Oh, no, it starts with him in midair. So someone was definitely like, all right, there's a fucking naked dude running around. Some shenanigans are about to start.
Well, he saw the police going up and he tried to get out. Watch this video to move up to like the 50-second mark, and then he falls out of the tank.
I mean, if anybody wants to watch this just out of fear of us getting banned from YouTube or whatever, at Puby Salad has the goods. I'm not kidding. Oh! That's a fucking tough fall.
Puby Salad only has 133 followers. With a name that good, you'd think he'd be doing better than that.
Yeah, especially posting content like this. I mean...
Yeah, right?
Wow, I wish the camera was over there to capture the full fall, but there's false rocks constructed at the base of it. And that's like a 10, 12-foot fall maybe onto the fake rocks, and then he bounced off of them, landed on the floor. If he had a penis, that fall would have knocked it straight off his body. Wow. Has there been any follow-up on this, Shuddy? Do we know the motivation here?
No, there has not been any discussion of the motivation.
Man. More like ass ho shop, am I right? Wow, that is something else.
I was really hoping the fucking they're arresting him now. They got the taser pointing at him. I was really hoping they would draw the guns when they're arresting him.
They just tase him.
Well, they knew he didn't have any weapons on him.
Yeah,
that's true. That's true.
He's not even armed in the biblical sense. Like,
yeah, he was literally packing no heat.
Looked like negative heat, actually.
Yeah, there was nothing. There was nothing that could get them from him. Meanwhile,
I wonder when they slap the cuffs on him, they're like, "All right, come on, big guy."
Oh, like that doctor did to me when I was getting a physical and it was really cold and my penis shrunk?
Yeah, I had a little insult to injury. All right, come on, big guy. Let's get you to the slammer.
All right, sorry, Shuddy. What else do you have?
That's okay. Meanwhile, the San Antonio Zoo in Texas announced its first birth of a Babar Rusa.
Oh, the endangered Baba Booey?
Babar Rusa, but close enough. Now, Jeff, do we believe? What kind of creature do we think that is?
Or whatever. My initial thought is like it's got to be some sort of kangaroo hybrid. You said Babar Rusa?
Yes, I did.
Like some sort of island Dr. Moreau of like a kangaroo turtle?
Yeah, like they somehow got a kangaroo to fuck a moose.
Well, okay.
Would that produce a moose with a pouch or a kangaroo with antlers? Both would be kind of cool.
It would be a kangaroo with antlers.
Listen, if animated movies are to be believed, it would be the litter would be half kangaroo with antlers, half mooses with pouches.
Yeah.
Meese, right?
Science backs that up.
Babar Rusa.
Is it a mammal, a lizard, a fish, or a bird?
Based on what I already said, I guess I got to go mammal. But
I'm torn between mammal and bird.
Yeah, what do you think this is, Kevin?
I don't know. I wonder if it's just Baba Booey popping into my head, leading me to think that it's a monkey, because they're always telling Gary he looks like a monkey.
I will tell you, it is a species native to the tropical forests of Indonesia.
That could still be any of those things.
Yep. The animals are listed as vulnerable on the IUCN Red List of Threatened Species.
And this was born at a zoo. Where's the zoo?
San Antonio, Texas.
Okay. San Antonio. I'm going to stick with monkey. I'm going to say it's a monkey.
It is a tusked pig.
Why are they endangered?
Pigs.
Are they delicious?
Those are mammals, right?
Yes, they are, Jeff. There would be more jokes coming your way had you been incorrect.
Is bacon a mammal?
They're strange looking.
Is there a contest to name it?
It does not appear so. The article does not say.
I would say we should try and... Oh. That is... It looks like if you crossed a pig, an elephant, and a deer. I don't like that thing. I don't want to eat its bacon. I don't want to pet it. In fact, I hope it goes extinct. Fuck that thing.
While we're speaking about things you don't like, Kevin.
Oh boy. I like everything, Shuddy. I'm
A set of
pleasant man.
twins was born in New Jersey.
I don't like twins.
Different days and different years. How is that possible, Jeff?
Ass baby.
Well, the first kid came out December 31st, around 11:50 in the 11:50 area, and then the second one came out
Oh shit.
January 1st, 2024.
Riddle me this, Batman.
And you are correct, Jeff. I thought that would be a little bit.
Huh?
I thought that would be a little bit more difficult for you. Good job. The first brother was born at 11:48 on December 31st. The second brother did not come until 12:28 on January 1st. Little fucker waited an extra half hour for his entry into the world. They are fraternal twins from Voorhees, New Jersey.
Does that
Fraternal.
mean they're in lambda, lambda, lambda?
Yeah, I don't know what fraternal means. I'm going to guess that they look alike.
That is incorrect. Those would be identical twins.
So they don't look alike. Were they different genders? Because that freaks me out more than twins.
Really?
No, it was they were both boys.
There's one black, one white, because that would really freak me out.
Fraternal twins are when two eggs are fertilized at the same time. Whereas
double
identical
kissing.
twins, the egg splits after fertilization.
So 2 pieces of giz as opposed to a single giz.
2 gizzes, 2 eggs versus 1 giz, 1 egg.
2 giz, 1 cup.
Guess that kind of makes sense to me.
So I'm kind of freaked out by identical twins, but Jeff, you're freaked out by twins that don't look alike?
Yeah, I think of the twin situation, that's the weirdest one to me. It
Why?
sounds just I don't know. It feels like it's excruciating on the woman, on the human body. It's like you're making 2 different humans simultaneously, whereas
but with identical twins, it's the same thing is happening. The egg splits almost immediately, so there's very little time that she's just growing one baby.
No, I get it. I don't know. It just makes more sense to me that if they're going to come out around the same time from the same body, that they look alike. And not only in the case that I'm talking about, do they not look alike? They're different genders. It's like, what? Whoa.
What do you think when it's twins in the belly and one's a boy and one's a girl, the girl is carrying the boy in her belly?
No, how did you get that out of what I said?
Because you're like freaked out by the size. Oh, if they're two different ones, it's so much pain on the body. How is it different than two identicals?
It just seems like more work. I don't know. I guess I'm not doing a good job explaining why I think that. I don't know.
Man, I don't understand how we're not categorized in the top educational podcasts on the internet.
With
if
identical...
we cleaned up the foul language, we would be.
That's true.
See, it's like in my head, if you have a twin, if you have twins and they look alike, it's like maybe the body just traced the first one or whatever. But in the case where they're different genders, that could happen. Like, this is like different projects under the same studio.
You went from instantly nailing Shuddy Boy's riddle to saying one of the dumbest things in the world. I guess we have to end every episode where we started, dead even.
Yeah.
We go up,
so
and then we go down, and then we end average.
Water was always going to find its level here. So play a button or something. Give me a good one. I'm very nervous that I have a micro grundle.
Hey, look.
So hoping you give me something cool or whatever.
I thought for sure it was going to be the maple syrup one.
I am a necrophiliac. All right. Well,
are there any more free Shuddy Boys fucking news stories?
No, I'll save the remaining 5 for the Patreon.
Well, if you enjoyed that and you're not on our Patreon, every week we get treated to Shuddy Boys fucking news. So, Shuddy Boys throw some weird, silly shit at us. We riff. Make fun of each other. Say something smart. Say something stupid. Then we go home. Play video games. Jack off to porn. Giz all over the place. You know how we do.
This is how we do.
I did go and see a film this weekend in the theater. It's not a brand new, fresh release, but I finally got around to seeing Aquaman and the Forgotten Kingdom. It is the final DC movie before it gets nuked and rebooted by Mad Scientist Party Hour alum James Gunn with, I think, it's called like Superman Legacy, right, Shuddy?
Correct, yes.
And, I've made my stance on the DC movies post Christopher Nolan pretty clear. I think they got off on the wrong foot. They were too anxious to catch up to Marvel where they were with the world building that took a shitload of movies and years to reach, and they were just like, shit, get there right now with a single movie. And just too much cheese, too much bad CG for a studio that should have enough money to make it look really good. And I know Marvel movies have sort of fallen off recently as well, but they kind of ended the DC movie universe with the same thud that it started with. Just nothing special here, and if it weren't for Jason Momoa and perhaps Patrick Wilson, they both did a good job, but without their charm, would have been just straight up fucking abysmal. Like, I don't know, maybe I should have gotten stoned before I went in, but it's the second Aquaman movie. How the fuck do you already have to recycle the villain from the first one? I mean, I knew this going in, but for Christ's sake. What?
Can you name anybody else from Aquaman's Rogues Gallery?
No. Because let's face it, Aquaman is kind of a silly bitch-made hero. He like controls water. He talks to fish. It's like, come on, that was a. Some things just don't translate well from page to screen, and a lot of these characters were created so long ago that silliness was just not perceived in the same way. But Aquaman, like, the best move they could have done was casting Jason Momoa, because at least Jason Momoa is, cool looking. He kind of looks like a badass. I know if you cloned me like 100 times and we all attacked Jason Momoa at once, he would just beat the fuck out of all of us without even breaking a sweat. So you kind of took like a bitch-made character and put a fucking cool dude, and he kind of looked cool. I dug the look they gave Aquaman, but it just couldn't get out of that fucking DC saccharine bullshit with just bad writing and lazy plots. And
so the only two arch villains that DC fandom, that the wiki page lists for Aquaman, are Black Manta and Ocean Master.
Yeah. And
he's got recurring villains like King Shark, and that is the only one on that list that I've ever heard of before.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Fisherman, Karshan, Charybdis, Quisp, Kordax, Wacky Man. That would probably translate real well to the screen.
Wacky Man?
Aquaman fighting Wacky Man, who was a clown that based his costume off of Aquaman's.
Oh my God. All right, I am looking this guy up right now. Actually, hold on. I'm going to do it on the laptop.
His first appearance was Adventure Comics number 233 in February of 1957. His last appearance was Adventures Comics number 233 in February 1957.
Okay, Wacky Man, DC. Oh, Shuddy, can I have screen share permission?
You sure can.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, prepare to feast your eyes on fucking Wacky Man.
Yeah, like...
So, I mean, from the neck down... From the neck down, it's Aquaman.
Yep.
From the heads up, he's got a long red dildo nose and like Krusty the Clown tufts of green hair on the side. Fuck, man, we got robbed.
Horseshoe cuts.
We got so robbed. Like, okay, Aquaman could have fought Black Manta twice, or Black Manta once and Wacky Man once. I mean, this was the end of the line. No more DC movies in this continuity after this. Fucking go for broke. Make Wacky Man just fucking kill everybody. Have Wacky Man win. He kills Aquaman.
And I mean, they did, if I'm not mistaken, they did a shit ton of reshoots for this movie, didn't they?
Oh, I have no idea.
To kind of get Amber Heard out of there as much as possible.
I was so checked out, and like, I don't know. I know so many people have chosen a side between Amber Heard and Johnny Depp, and it's like, I don't know. They're two fucking rich lunatics. How the hell? I don't know exactly what happened between them. Johnny Depp says she poo-pooed on his bed, but I don't know. Maybe she didn't. Maybe he made that up. Maybe she made stuff up against him. I have no idea, but I'm sure there's a lot of stuff happening that was insane, and they're both probably to blame, so I'm not like one of these tucked incels that's like, I will not see Aquaman because Amber Heard is in it, and I do not agree with Amber Heard. I mean, she is pretty fine. So, I wasn't bummed out when she was on screen.
And if she... You know what? You fuck it. I'm gonna make that joke. If she's as crazy as Johnny Depp says she is, I'm sure she fucks.
Yeah.
I mean,
Sorry,
Craziest ones too, supposedly.
that's definitely the edible talking.
nice. Shout out to the edible.
I'm yeah,
Shout out edible.
I'm right now I'm in a good pocket, which means we're probably about 15 minutes from me being incapacitated.
Sick. Well, get that peppercorn ready just in case.
They're right here.
I mean, I'll straight up say it. If Amber Heard pooped in my bed, I'd be like, you scamp.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go, playing jokes again, Amber.
Oh, silly Amber, always pooping in my bed.
You thought this would be a deal breaker. Nope.
Yeah, you don't want to push the limits of what a deal breaker could be, Amber Heard. Because you will not find it.
Watch me go from 0 to erect in 10 seconds.
Oh, man. But yeah, it was not good. I will say that. Shockingly, in the shocker of the century, Carl, we walked out of there and she's like, that was pretty good. It's like, what? You fucking hate superhero movies. Why did you like that? She's like, I don't know. I went in with zero expectations. It was fun. It had action. And I was like, yeah, but like nothing set it apart. It was the same, like it ends with a big battle and it's that same thing we've seen in a million movies. It's a bunch of heroes going up against an evil army of CG'd, crusty, like shriveled up black things, and the good guys won. That's
been pretty much the template for like maybe 7-8 years now.
And Shuddy, they actually did have Kordax in it.
Oh, did they?
He was like a frozen supernatural force talking to Black Manta through a trident.
Oh, good.
And he looked like a piece of angry celery. So, not intimidating in the slightest. Bad CGI. Apparently played by the guy who was Euron Greyjoy in Game of Thrones. Who was a pretty frightening
Good villain in Game of Thrones.
Yeah, he was a menacing character. But not all that impressive. I will say, saw it at AMC, and I don't know if this is because Nicole Kidman is in the movie, but they didn't show that creepy AMC thing where she walks around smiling like the Grinch, like she's about to shoot that fucking place up.
What did Draven and I go? What did we go see last? Fuck, did I just go see? Oh, the Iron Claw. They still played it for that, and that was after New Year's.
Yeah, well, I'm wondering if they're just like, we don't want to overload people with Nicole Kidman. So
or
if she's
maybe
in the movie, we won't play it.
Or maybe. No, wait. What the? No, that was still 2023. I saw the Iron Claw. I haven't been to the movies yet this year, so maybe it ended.
Maybe. I mean, it's still been a thing. Like people will still like clap when it starts, and at the very end, when she like looks into the camera and gives that long pause, and she's like, "Because
They are, yeah,
they are." Everybody says like they are along with her, and then they clap afterwards. It's become like a Rocky Horror Picture thing.
I hate it so much. I'm so sick of it.
I am too. It's like why am I watching a commercial for AMC while I'm in an AMC theater?
With Creed 1 and the original Wonder Woman as the backdrop.
Yeah. It just... I feel like they should now cut to the bathtub scene from Saltburn. Like when she's staring off at the screen like, hey, all mesmerized. Then they show the screen and it's fucking Barry Cohen fucking sucking the bottom of a bathtub. Yeah, but I guess, so wrapping things up with Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, I will suck 2.5 scaly Aquaman dicks. There were a couple jokes that worked. And the Easter egg, because obviously they're not going to tease any further happenings in a universe that's dead, they just revisited a joke that worked previously in the movie. So yeah, just I really hope... I believe in James Gunn. I think he's going to do a good job, even though Superman is a franchise that I just don't care about. I never have. I've always found Superman kind of corny. Like, for a guy that can fly and shoot lasers out of his eyes, that should be cool as shit, but they somehow just kind of make him a little wienery. I've never really been that big of a fan of any Superman movie. Out of the Superman...
Doesn't he have to be wienery to be, like, vulnerable? Right? Because if you make him non-wienery, then he's just going to fucking dominate.
Yeah. Yeah, they made him too powerful, and then to offset his invulnerability, they just made him a pussy.
Yeah. They nerfed his toughness with some emotions.
Yeah, because like people were all pissed off that when the Henry Cavill Superman snaps Zod's neck as he's about to laser beam a fuckload of innocent civilians. And they're like, oh, Superman doesn't kill. It's like, all right, so he should have just let him vaporize a whole bunch of innocents? Like,
yeah, something had to happen there.
Yeah. So I don't know. I like Superman is a little bit of a fool's errand. There's been like one Superman comic that I really liked. I think it was called like Superman Unchained, and Jim Lee drew it, so it looks fucking sick. And it was actually good because I never feel like Superman is threatened. Even if somebody gets their hands on some kryptonite, it's like, yeah, whatever. He's fucking danced with kryptonite a trillion times. Why is this time going to be any different? But that comic actually did a pretty good job. It was actually kind of sick. But outside of that, I just can't... Superman doesn't excite me. Seeing him on screen, I'm not like, yeah, fuck yeah. It's just like, yeah, here we go. Here comes Wiener Boy.
Not clapping when Superman hits the silver screen?
No. Here's fucking Wiener Boy in a cape. Woohoo. But James Gunn, he kicks ass. He makes some good shit, so... If anybody can make Superman interesting to me, it's James Gunn. I'm guessing you guys didn't get a chance to see anything?
Not anything recent, no.
We're kind of in that dead spot. I feel like January, February is when everybody dumps their turds and hopes that...
Yeah, I mean, what's even coming out on the next... yeah. I mean, it's not movie, but that Echo miniseries drops this week on Disney+.
Yeah, which I never gave a shit about until they were like, oh, by the way, it's TVMA and it's going to be hyper-violent. It's like, all right, you brought me back with hyper-violent. There's a chance.
So this week is The Beekeeper with Jason Statham.
Oh, Statham. Oh, my
I feel
fucking...
like that would you would go see that one.
I might.
I would. Yeah, that's one. And then The Book of Clarence.
Not sure what that is.
A Lakeith Stanfield movie.
Oh, I like him.
Love him. Yeah.
Where he plays a black gentleman trying to be the 13th apostle.
Oh, I mean, that sounds pretty awesome.
What do you think his biggest hurdle is in becoming one?
The Mean Girls remake.
Man, not even Carl's interested in that one.
Turning that into a fucking musical.
Yeah, odd
Tina
choice.
Fey should be fucking punched in the throat.
Oh, wow. Stone Shuddy is violent. I mean, if there's ever an audience that would appreciate a musical, I'm guessing it's people that enjoyed Mean Girls. I mean, Mean Girls was decent. I can't shit on that. I just don't care about a musical of it.
Yeah, that's... Argyle maybe is the next really interesting thing, which is not until the beginning of February. But
yeah,
even that...
February is a very suspect month to put your movie out, which I'm really hoping the planets don't align and the release date for John Cooper lines up with February of 2025 or something.
Yeah, Madam Web on Valentine's Day.
Yikes. Yikes.
And then the first real big one is Dune Part 2 in March.
Yeah, March is when people start giving a shit again.
Even in March, there's nothing until the Ghostbusters movie at the end of the month.
Well, I think the strike really fucked stuff up.
Yeah, I mean, it really did, because then, let's see.
I think the whole reason they delayed Dune 2 was because they knew they were going to be fucked for a while. So they're like, all right, we got to hold on to one ace to play to give us like a nice fat injection of cash while the pipelines are just
Have you
completely
guys
gummed up.
seen the trailer for Civil War?
No,
Yes.
I know a
Looks
bunch.
awesome.
I know a whole bunch of people got butthurt about it, but I haven't watched it yet. But it's Alex Garland, so I will watch the movie.
Jesse Plemons, Kirsten Dunst, Nick Offerman. I think it looks fucking stupid.
Oh, why?
Because I just have no interest in it. I don't think it looks entertaining at all.
All
I
right.
don't know. Kind of interested.
I mean, based on the premise
know.
and the poster, I'm in, and the director.
Yeah, I'm looking up Alex Garland now because that name means nothing to me. Oh, 28 days later. Okay. Ex Machina. Oh, you love all this guy's shit.
Yeah.
Dre.
Furiosa comes out in May.
Fuck yeah. Jeff, don't you have a
There's
hot
really-
take that Mad Max Fury Road sucked?
I didn't like it. I'm not even gonna. It's been too long since I've seen it, so I can't even go back to. I don't know, revisit my take or my review. I don't remember it very well.
Jeff, are you
Just-
excited about Twisters?
Yeah, I mean that's the sequel to Twister. I'm assuming.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, the only thing is like, Bill Paxton and Philip Seymour Hoffman aren't going to be in it. That's a bummer.
It looks like actually it's a
They are?
reboot. It's a reboot. It's not a sequel. Starring Glenn Powell from who I actually just watched in the Top Gun Maverick.
Oh,
We watched that.
I was
Gave that
wondering
a
if you're
rewatch.
going to talk about the Sydney Sweeney movie. What was that one that they're in? Glenn Powell and Sydney Sweeney.
Oh yeah, I forget the name of it, but that's out. They're
Where
rom-com.
they gotta pretend to be a couple, and it's an unlikely match, and no one would ever believe we would love each other. And it's like, what?
Yeah, how would these two
Anyone-
ever land each other?
Yeah,
Anyone
you
but
were like
you.
the only two people in each other's leagues. They'll never believe that we would date.
Yeah.
No.
Ew, look at those two
You're a
pigs.
morning
How'd they
person,
find
I'm a
each
night
other?
person. No one would ever believe it. Okay.
Yeah. Man. Fuck. I did just have something, but it escaped my brain. So, Shuddy, this might be more up your alley, but have you heard about this thing on Netflix called Blue Eye Samurai?
No.
Shuddy looks like he's going to turn into a blue-eyed samurai.
Yeah, do you need to chew one of those peppercorns?
No, I'm good. I definitely feel it for sure. But
Looks
I'm
like it.
functional. I'm functional. It's more of a body hot, not even like I'm not cloudy or anything. My eyes are just really fucking bothering me.
Maybe you need some Visine.
I actually, if I wish I had some Visine.
Just pour some of that delicious cola onto your eyeballs.
It's Kool-Aid, but
Yeah, same effect.
same difference.
Yeah. Well, it's not carbonated. That might help. Well, there's this series, animated series, Blue Eye Samurai, which, obviously I love samurai shit, but it was more CG animation than the hand-drawn looking anime type. So I was kind of just like, whatever. And I put it off, but I saw that it was really, really popular and getting really, really good reviews. And I was at Carl's, and she hopped in the shower, and I was just like, all right, what could I put on that she won't be bummed about missing? So I started the first episode, And then I realized it was an hour, and I'm like, well, there's no way I'm getting through this. But it was sick. I'm like, oh, this is fucking way better than I thought it would be. And then people start getting diced up, and I was like, whoa, the fucking violence in this is quite nuts. And then when Carl got done and sat back on the couch with me, I just let it keep playing, and she got sucked into it. And the episode, their hour-long episodes are close to it. And when the first episode ended, she was like, yeah, play the next one. I was like, you fucking nerd. And I gave her a wedgie, and then I started playing the second episode, and we kind of got
weeb.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of got sucked into it, and I think we're five episodes in. It's an 8-episode season, and it's fucking nuts, man. It's really well written. It gets really dark. The violence is crazy, and it took me a second to warm up on the animation style because it's like it looks like it's trying to be anime. So why don't you just fucking make it anime? Instead of going kind of like... It's like if you crossed regular animation with kind of the Spider-Verse style. But I warmed up to it quick, and it is a beast of a show. It doesn't pull any punches. The violence is pretty vicious. The way the fight scenes play out are really, really fucking cool. I'm very impressed with it. It is a dope series. I feel like it would land very well with Stone Shuddy. And Jeff C. Tit, I know it's cartoons, but Jeff C. Tit.
I'll take it.
Oh, Jeff C. Kuchana. But also, on the same hand, Jeff C. Dick. That's cartoon dick. It might give you a boner.
I can deal with dicks if there's some titties and pussies in there. I'll give a little if I have to take, or if I can take.
I'm only willing to accept dicks today. All right.
All right. Well, Shuddy Boy gave an unexpected, usually behind the paywall, news appearance. So the other newsman of MSPH got a little jealous, and he wants to chime in and say a few things, if you guys don't mind.
Absolutely. Bring him on.
Are you having a good day? Well, I'm about to ruin it.
Oh, no.
This is Droopy's bad news. Oh, hello, Shuddy Boy.
Hello, Droopy.
Hello, Jeff.
Don't talk to him.
What's up, Chirpy?
You're about to find out who the real king dick of the news is.
All right, bring it on, Droop.
It's a new year, but
Yeah.
You humans are still up to the same old stupid shit. Did you
Fair.
hear an 88-year-old Los Angeles woman had a private security guard protecting her Encino home on New Year's Eve. And around 8:30 p.m., an alarm went off, drawing the attention of the roaming security guard. He spotted in the distance a figure holding a silver object and opened fire.
Oh, yeah.
But
Did he kill Linkovich Chomovsky?
it turns out it was the 88-year-old woman.
Yeah,
Oh my.
I knew that was going to happen. That is
Wow.
awesome. Did he refund her for her service for her services?
I have a feeling there's going to be some litigation here. The company who supplied this man made a statement, keeping it pretty vanilla. We regret what happened and all that such nonsense. But the 88-year-old woman got hit in the gut and was taken to a hospital where she underwent surgery and is expected to survive. But the guard was arrested for negligent discharge of a firearm.
That
It kind of makes me wonder what an 88-year-old woman in Encino needs armed guards for. Is she a Nazi war criminal or something? The hell?
88, she wouldn't be old enough to be a Nazi war criminal. She would have been 7 years old. Like, she would have been like 7 years old during World War II. She would have had to be.
They put her in charge of the
Droopy's
kids.
not good at math.
Yeah, I'm a dog. My years are like 7 times yours. It's all fucked up and confusing.
I mean, my only experience with Encino is from Encino Man. So it's a
fantastic
Encino
film.
A nice area? Like, could she be wealthy, or is it like suburban mostly?
There's definitely wealthy areas in Encino for sure. So an 88-year-old rich criminal warlord on the run. I mean, something seems a little fishy to me. What was this 88-year-old woman doing wandering around? And what was this silver object she was holding?
Yeah, I wonder what that. Do you have any footage of the premises? Like, was it worth protecting?
No. I think the police are being a little tight-lipped while the investigation carries out. But I think somebody is currently splicing the Benny Hill music into the security footage, and then it'll be released shortly. It always makes an 88-year-old woman getting shot funnier.
Sure. Man, poor lady. Pour some liquor out for her. Does she have any kids or anything?
They haven't even released this woman's name, which, still, very, very fishy. Jeff, are fishies mammals?
No, come on. I know that. They're fish.
You've passed your first test.
Looking at the houses on the street that she lives on,
was she balling?
I mean, the homes have gates and you can't see them on Google Map View.
Oh, yeah. I mean, despite my very long, successful career in Hollywood, even I can't afford a doghouse in Encino, let alone an armed guard. Oh, Shuddy Boy is about to share something. Oh.
So this is the block that it happened on.
Heavily gated, heavily concealed by bushes.
She has to have some money.
Well, there's some good pissing going on there in that front yard. There's a lot of things I would like to pee on.
Oh, yeah, you could shit in this whole neighborhood.
Look at it's a tree-lined street, Droopy. You could just have your way with any one of them.
Imagine all those things you can own.
I'm getting a red rocket right now just thinking about it.
Got your lipstick out, huh?
Yep. Pucker up, Shuddy.
Why me? Why not Jeff?
We have a newsman beef.
Oh, do we?
In other news, do you guys know who Cindy Morgan is?
No, never heard of her. Is she hot?
Does the name Lacey Underall ring any bells?
No.
Yes.
Well, she died.
Oh, gee.
What was she known for?
She was the star of blockbuster 80s films such as Caddyshack and Tron. Her character, Lacey Underall, is from the film Caddyshack. And to answer the question you're about to ask, yes, Jeff C. Tit.
Oh, all right. I'm going to look that up. Did she die in an interesting way?
No, very uninteresting, in fact. She had a roommate, and the roommate hadn't heard from her in a while, so she went and knocked on the door to her room and noticed something stinky. So she called the police, and they found her dead on the floor.
How long was
Yikes.
she dead for? Like, the
Enough.
roommate didn't notice the smell prior to knocking on the door anytime she walked by?
I guess not. I guess she died long enough to be stinky, but not that stinky.
She's hot.
There's been no foul play suspected, as the sheriff's office has listed the cause of death being natural causes, but Cindy was only 69.
Sweet.
I can't believe you're not familiar with her work in Caddyshack, Jeff.
Dude, I've seen like part of Droopy, I've seen part of that movie like 20 years ago and I didn't even like it.
It's a
I
sports
feel
movie.
like I need to go revisit.
It's a sports movie from the 80s. What are you, some sort
Sports.
of eunuch?
There's nudity, there's drugs. Sounds like it's right up my alley.
There's
And
do.
there's golf, which is your new obsession. So,
I know.
mean, I don't.
Bill
It checks
Murray.
a lot of your boxes.
Bill Murray, Chevy Chase, Rodney Dangerfield, a gopher that, I don't know, did sexy dances and made me want to bone it.
Have you met? Does the gopher roll in the same social circles?
I tried back in the 80s, but that gopher was kind of a snob. Looked at fucking a dog as a
Hard to-
downstep.
Oh,
But, you know,
Dogs are slump busters for the golfers or gophers.
here I am now, a distinguished newsman, and when's the last you ever heard anything from that fucking gopher, huh?
yeah.
That gopher is now blowing raccoons in dumpsters to eat banana peels.
That gopher is probably in a tent on Skid Row.
Another win for Droopy. Vanquishing all my foes who reject my sexual advances. In other news, what are your guys' thoughts on wingsuit skydiving?
I would not do it personally. I would prefer. I feel like you can only like if you do the wingsuit, you can't get a chute.
I was
want a
just going to
parachute.
ask, is there a parachute also involved?
Yeah, I mean, do you think they all just fucking go splat at the end?
I don't know if that the wingsuit were. It looks. The videos I've seen on the internet are terrifying. It's like people swooping down the side of a mountain, just barely off the ground.
I don't even know how you get good at that. Like, to get good at
There's-
basketball, you have to miss a whole bunch of shots at first. What the hell do you do with a
Yeah.
wingsuit? How many times can you die?
Yeah, you can't practice that.
Yeah,
It's
the
either
room-
you win or you lose.
It's kind of
The
like
margin for-
bobsledding. You're just born good at it, I guess.
Yeah, the margin for error is very slim in wingsuit skydiving.
Well, in Italy, Nicholas Galli, a 40-year-old veteran skydiver, was doing one of his wingsuit jumps with a few buddies and jumped from the plane at 14,000 feet. A few moments later, the plane they had all jumped out of circled back, and the wing of the plane decapitated Galli in midair.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
I don't know if there's ever been a skydiving death like that.
Galli's emergency chute immediately opened, but I don't think they had like a little one rigged up for his head. And now,
Imagine, Jesus Christ! Imagine just being on the ground and a fucking head falls out of the sky.
Yeah, it's like Jeff being at the beach. Oh, man, I could really go for a little head right now.
It's
Splat.
Droopy,
yes.
I do not want to rain on your parade or pee in on your fire hydrant. Is there more to this story?
there is.
Okay. I will let you finish. I don't want to.
Well, the pilot of the plane is now being tried for killing the man after prosecutors claim that he was negligent and didn't follow proper procedures. The pilot claims that he had no idea that the wingsuit flyers would be anywhere near his flight path when he started descending. And I gotta say, if this was intentional, that's a hell of a shot. The CIA should recruit this man for assassinations. It's like
Yeah, for real.
it's like cutting the wings off of a fly with a sword or something. Hell,
Yeah, like if that's murder, I don't know, man. That's fucking crazy. You can't murder someone with a plane. I don't believe that. Freak accident.
Well, the pilot was actually found guilty and sentenced
Oh shit.
Oh no.
of involuntary manslaughter.
Imagine being that guy's cellmate. Be like, hey, what are you in for? Oh, I chopped off a man's head with a plane midair. I don't think anybody's going to make him drop the soap.
And he was given a suspended sentence, which I'm not 100% sure what that means.
Well,
Might
it is
he might be
Italy.
good to go then.
It's Italy, so maybe he's just banned from eating pasta for a year.
All right, so it means that he was found guilty but was not given jail time. But if he fucks up in the future, he could go to jail.
Hey, you chop one more person's head off with a plane and you're in deep shit, buddy.
Yeah, you do that again, and we're gonna give you the punishment you deserve.
Well, he's lost his flying privileges.
So it would be a really bad crime if he did it again.
Listen, buddy, no chopping off any heads with a plane for 1 year. You got it? And finally today, Florida police have arrested a 44-year-old woman on an aggravated battery charge. Sandra Jimenez got into an argument with her boyfriend of 8 years, accusing him of looking at other women. So she stabbed him in the right eye with a rabies needle.
Oh,
Like a rabies vaccine needle?
It would appear so, yes. It would have been way more fun if it was some sort of junkie needle from a rabies-infected dog. I've known a few of them.
I mean, you've gotten rabies shots, Droopy, just as I have. They're not fun.
They're not, but then you can raw dog all the ladies in the neighborhood and with no fear.
Well, sure, Droopy.
Is
but
that
I
why
don't
you
know-
got it?
Yeah, that's exactly why. You're right. Yep.
sick of those condoms. Give me that. Give me the rabies vaccine.
Yeah, in other news, every dog in Quakertown is pregnant. Yeah, the needles were apparently for their dogs, but I guess I don't understand why you would have just an unused rabies needle hanging around. I figure you get them and then you shoot it into the dog and get on with your life.
I have never, I mean, all the years that I have owned dogs, I have never been sent home with rabies needles. The rabies vaccine is always given by the vet at the vet.
I wonder if they're junkies and they stole them from a vet. Can you get high off of a rabies needle?
Well, after I Googled in the Easter egg on if you could snort a THC pill, I'm not adding to my Google search history.
And you call yourself a newsman.
Yeah, you're not willing to go that extra mile like Droopy over here. Droopy will Google anything.
Well, then Droopy can figure it out.
Droopy doesn't have thumbs. That's not cool.
Yes, it's very hard to do as a dog. The woman, the arrested woman, she told
Miss
police.
Jimenez.
Yeah, Miss Jimenez. She told police that her boyfriend stabbed himself in the eye with the rabies needle. So she's got a pretty strong case there.
Yeah. That sounds
I mean,
believable. Miss
has
Jimenez.
who has the boyfriend corroborated that story?
I believe he is denying those claims. He's
I
sticking
mean,
with the story that she stabbed him in the eye with a rabies needle.
I
he's
mean, it's a he
probably
said, she said.
yeah, he's probably embarrassed that he accidentally stabbed himself in the eye with a needle, so he just doesn't want to own up to it.
You know what? I'm going to get on a flight to Florida and I'm going to interview that dog and get the real story here. Well,
That's that's exactly who needs to tell. They'll know the real story. I'm really.
Is it peppercorn o'clock?
It's not peppercorn o'clock. I'm manageable. I am pretty zonked. I'm not. The nice thing about it is it's definitely a sativa high.
Oh, so you can go out and about.
So
You can
I'm
handle
not.
things after this.
I'm feeling very chatty and very up. So that's nice.
Yeah.
If this was an indica pill, you would not be able to. I mean, you could probably have
You came
Draven
over,
come
man.
down and draw on my face with a Sharpie. That I'd be incapacitated.
See, I've found that I don't get the effects that the whole sativa indica thing supposedly provides. Like I've never gotten every time I get stoned, I never feel like, "Oh, I'm stoned, but I have all this energy." It's like they call indica couch because you get couch locked from it. I get couch locked from fucking sativas.
So, depending on this, most sativa strains cause me to have weed anxiety.
And you're not having that right now?
Not currently. That could change on the drop of a hat. But usually, sativa dominant strains make me get anxious. So I tend to stick with hybrids that are more indica.
Jeff, do you have a preference? I will take your question off air because I have to pee so bad my penis is about to explode.
And by take his question off air, he's not going to hear your answer.
Yeah.
He's not here like you or I with our AirPods in, where we can leave the room and still hear.
It's true. Whenever I go to the dispenser, I always get half hybrid, half indica. And I don't really know why, to be honest.
I know that that there are certain strains of sativa that I can handle, but if I buy a hybrid and it ends up being a sativa dominant strain, sometimes I'll get like weed anxiety, and that's worse than being too high, I think.
Sure. But now we're without Droopy and Kevin.
Yeah.
Oh, he's back. So yeah, I don't know. I'm rocking indica and hybrid, essentially, Kevin. Or Droopy, who the fuck I'm talking to.
Nah, Droopy, he's already on a private plane to Florida. Dude's a baller.
He's done.
Yeah, helicopter
He didn't
landed
even
in.
fucking say goodbye. He just fucking.
Oh yeah, his
Irish exit.
his Uber helicopter landed in Poop Slime Alley, and he just jumped out the window.
Well, it was fun talking to Droopy again.
How long? Speaking of Poop Slime Alley, how many days did your balcony stink? We never touched on that. If the snow was gone the next day.
No, it stuck around for a little bit, and the wall lining of my balcony is like stucco based. So I even tried to like wipe it down, but all that did was shred the paper towels.
And by the way, as we discussed on last week's episode of Queef or No Queef, I think, it is a confirmed match for the next MSPH Wrestling. Jeff will be wrestling Sir Stroming.
Excellent.
Got to equalize that rivalry. Sure, Strowman really got the better of me the first time around.
Yeah. Well, I'm very excited to see that rematch. Yeah, it did stink for a few days, but it went away pretty quicker than I was expecting it to, which was a relief. Because, good Lord, was that shit fucking stinky. My God.
Yeah, grossest shit I ever been around.
Yeah, that was very entertaining. Oh, and I guess I should give just one quick update. So I accused Dustin that episode of drawing a dick on the mirror in my bathroom, but it was actually it was Ginger and Juice. He hit me up. He was like, "Interesting. You think Dustin drew that penis, huh?" I was like, "Oh, you rat bastard! How did I go so long?" Because that was like over a month, I think, until I saw the penis that he drew. Just seemed out of character.
Until the penis flashed before your eyes.
Yeah, Ginger and Juice doesn't exactly stand out in my mind as a penis-drawn guy, but he's a shifty one.
I think that's why he does it, because he knows he doesn't come off that way. So he's
no one will expect this penis.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, well, before we take off for Patreon land, figured, why the fuck not? And dive back into
voicemails, yay!
And see what our friends in the Puminati have to say. Okay, let's see here. Let's check in. Do you guys hear that truck laser beaming itself in Poop Slime Alley?
Yes.
I don't hear anything.
Anyway, here is a human. Let me make sure the volume's all the way up for this. They tend to be a little quiet. Oh, cool. I have to fucking play just the tip. Wow. That's a first. That did not fix it.
Oh, no.
Could we be fucked?
Yeah, it will. It is refusing to play AirPlay. No. Oh, what the fuck? The only options, headphones, play. Oh my goodness. Well, that's fucking weird. All right, I just force quit it. Let me see. And this fucking laser gun shooting dump truck in Poop Slime Alley is not helping matters. That's just making me angry. Oh, fuck. Where was it? Okay, I don't know what to do, so let's try this. I'm going to hold this motherfucker up right up to the goddamn microphone. I will win this battle, iPad. I'm going to win.
Boomer calling in. I haven't called in a couple years now. I think about 2 years, and I wish...
Shit! Can you guys hear it?
Yeah, I could, actually.
You could? Oh,
Yeah.
sick. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, really well.
About
Better
2
than
years,
normal.
And I wish
Can you hear it?
that my first call back in was on a positive note. But unfortunately, on the most recent episode, you guys did a weapons bracket. And first off, I think that's a great idea. You guys should do it again with different weapons. But out of the 16 fucking weapons you guys reviewed, there was a mace, a katana, a spear, tons of deadly shit. You guys picked fucking ninja stars to win. Out of all the options, out of 16 fucking weapons, you guys picked ninja stars. I get that they're marginally cool. Like, they look cool. I get it. They're not, like, the lamest weapon out. But if you Google it, they're not even lethal. So I'm not really sure how you guys came to that conclusion. But I want to hear you back up your point. Like, why are ninja stars better than any of those other weapons? Love you guys. Peace out.
The smart food debacle all over again.
Yeah. These brackets really...
I can't remember why I was so big into the ninja stars. I just think they're fucking cool. And you can hit someone from a distance. But he makes a strong point with the lethality of them, or lack thereof.
You see, I call bullshit on that. You could 100% kill somebody with a fucking ninja star.
Can you?
Yeah, I mean, like, they're all different shapes.
I mean, not
So-
as
Kevin, are you
easily as
more-
you can with a sword.
Yeah, are you more likely to be able to kill somebody throwing a ninja star at them or hitting them with a sword, Kevin?
Like you have to
personally.
throw the ninja star perfectly. Like right here, it needs to hit. Like right here or here in the temple.
Or here.
Not even really.
I feel
No.
like anywhere in the headular region, because the blades are like, you know, there's enough blade to where if it hits the skull with enough force, it's hitting brain.
I think you could give some if you hit him square in the forehead, good throw. Nothing slows down the velocity of the ninja star. I think you could probably get some brain damage. A kill? I don't know.
But that's also one. Like when in a movie, when someone is using ninja stars, they're like fra 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 fra. So if you get like ooh 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 ooh, ooh hit by a whole bunch of them, that's like multiple stab wounds. That's lethal.
But to this guy's point, if I get a good fucking whack at you with a katana, you're probably not walking away from that one. Like you could run off getting hit with ninja stars. I mean, if you hit me in the arm, I'm kind of, I would think I'm good. Like it's gonna fucking hurt. It's gonna ruin my day. But like, if you hit someone with a mace in the arm, you're leaving some fucking damage. Like that's a really bad day.
That's true. But like again, like ninjas are stealthy assassins. So you wouldn't even see one coming. You could just be sitting there eating cereal and thunk right in your temple. A ninja star gets buried in it.
Yeah, sure. But you can make the argument where they're really stealthy and if they sneak up on you and just fucking stab you.
And
like,
I do feel like in real life they were probably more likely to use a blow dart gun versus ninja stars.
I don't know, man. I stand by. I don't remember the exact way we got there, but ninja stars are fucking cool, man.
No,
I'm
I'm not backing out of it either. I'm just his point is way more logical. We went with our hearts and not with logic is really how we can justify it.
Yeah, he's probably thinking like sitting there at home like, all right, pussies, yeah, take the ninja stars. I'll take the fucking mace. We'll see who wins. It's like when he puts it that way, it's kind of like, yeah, you know what? Maybe I'm a heavy underdog with the ninja stars. I mean, if you have a kill shot, would you rather use a ninja star or a fucking sword? Even if
Again,
it's just
it all
like,
depends
all
on
right,
where I'm
execute this
stationed.
person. Yeah. You just use you're just doing target practice for like 20 minutes. Just like, all right, hold on, let me go one more. You're just like whipping him at it. And you get a guy with a sword, like, all right, I got this. And he just like chops his fucking head off. I don't know.
There's this really popular anime movie from the 90s called Ninja Scroll. And there's this part where there's like a bad guy hopping through the woods, like the treetops in the woods. And this squadron of ninjas are all just like whip, 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 chucking ninja stars. And it's like a machine gun is firing them. It's like chopping limbs off of trees. Branches are falling. So if you have like a whole squadron of sick ninjas and they're all just like fra 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 fra, you're getting obliterated. You're getting turned into red mist.
Sure.
But who knows? Maybe we could revisit a weapons bracket and just take ninja stars out of it because they're too cool.
Yeah, well, we'll like retire the ninja stars number like it's a fucking iconic sports athlete. It's like we all know ninja stars would win, so let's not put that in the weapons bracket. We'll do the non-ninja stars weapons bracket with probably way more lethal weapons.
All right, here's another one.
Hey guys, it's Mally, the power plant mechanic, back again. I'm listening to whatever blah blah episode right now, and Kevin is talking about how he can leave his apartment and go to Carl's for a couple days and come back, and the tub's full of slime, and he gets slime all over the place, and he's just covered in slime. and it's really giving me Ghostbusters vibes. Like when the pink slimy ooze was taking over the city because of all the evil. So, Kevin, I think your apartment is on top of a giant well of evil slime, and yeah, you should probably do something about that. Just kidding. Anyway, on a real note, I would tell you how to get rid of that or what the apartment needs to do, but that's their fucking problem. And by the time you guys get to this email, Kevin might be living in another state for all I know. So, yeah. You guys keep doing what you're doing. It's fucking awesome. And, yeah, I'll keep listening. Peace.
I mean, I never even...
Nice voicemail.
Yeah, I never even... I love Ghostbusters 2, despite people shitting on it. It's definitely inferior to the original, but I still remember the day I saw Ghostbusters 2 in theaters.
As do I.
That pink slime, there could be a well of evil rising up through my bathtub. But to his other point, I've been very vocal about all the slime backups in my tubs and kitchen sink. The building has repeatedly turned the water off sometimes for 36 hours. So I've got turds sitting in the toilet that I can't even fucking flush. Can't wash dishes. Can't brush my teeth. And it's happened a whole bunch of times this past year. It's happened a bunch of times in the 4 or 5 years I've lived here. The poop slime alley bullshit. People pissing on my car getting broken into and shit stolen. Stepping over human fecal matter on the way to my car. And these fucking scumbags raised my rent. So
When?
on the 1st.
Oh, no.
The fucking balls on you scumbags to make me go so many days without fucking water. You really thought that's the way the rent change should go. Not us paying less money for this fucking scumbag establishment, but more money. So that has fast-tracked Carl and I getting a place. So I'm hoping... We've got a couple leads. There's one spot in particular that we're really crossing our fingers for. But I think my days here being Poop Slime Alley adjacent are numbered.
What's the nursery situation like at your prospective new places?
There is going to be a bonus room that will be the MSPH Studios.
Nice.
So, yeah. That's the nursery situation.
For the first 9 months.
Is it going to be in Culver City?
We don't know yet. The number one perspective is closer to me. But it's a spot that
I don't know if I agree with that decision. I guess no one asked my opinion.
It's a sick spot. It's fucking cool. So I'm hoping we get it. In a cool neighborhood too.
Yeah, dude. That'd be dope.
All right, how are we on time?
It'd be your first time living with a woman, right?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Bye-bye comics. Bye-bye Fortnite.
No, I think those
Is there
things
going to
will
be
still
Did
survive.
you do your video games in the MSPH room?
I think so.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah. Yeah, my video game playing habit will have to remain well hidden.
You put a fucking cowboy hat on the knob. Playing video games right now, babe. Don't come in.
Yeah. Hey, why is there a sock on the doorknob? What's going on? Go away.
Somewhat
I'm
related.
fucking busy.
Kevin stuff. What's going on with the movie, dude? What's the latest?
So I saw the most recent cut, and every cut just gets so much better.
Oh, work.
And we're at the point now where on Wednesday I'm going in person with the editor to sort of do like just the micromanaging stuff. Like all the big changes that needed to take place have happened, and all that's left in this phase of post-production is to just really needle it, really just micromanage all the little things. And once that's done, it goes off to sound mixing and color correction, which are going to happen simultaneously. And then a score is going to be done. I believe we've got a duo hired that's going to do the score. And then from there, I think I just had a meeting with the executive producer, and it looks like we're on track to be picture locked early March. And the second it's picture locked, we're sending it out to people and trying to sell it immediately. So,
Picture locked, is that industry term for final edit? Whatever.
Yeah. Everything's
Final
done.
draft.
It's like this is the version that everybody will be seeing. Like all the sound is perfect. All the weird color tweaks that need to happen have taken place. It's like ready to be sold as is. So hopefully I'll be able to, in about 6 weeks or so, maybe give like a really, really good, solid update, and I'm hoping it sells quick. I'm counting on not only the strength of the film, but the desperation of content providers with the strike really just... I mean, everybody got fucked when the world shut down for COVID for a while, and the strike did the same thing. So I'm hoping... And from what I hear, streamers are really looking for content, and they're oddly, for once in a blue moon, looking for comedies. So we'll see. We shall see. All right. Let's do one quick voicemail. Who is this? Oh, wait a second. Hold on. Maybe we should just save this for next week. It looks, from the description, it looks like it might start a discussion.
Oh,
Which
boy.
we don't exactly have to... Not a bad discussion. Looks kind of fun. I will say it is candy related.
Ooh.
And, I don't want us to start waxing poetic about candy and then have to cut things short. So, next week, we will get to that. But, whew! We've come to that time again, friends. Thank you all for listening. And as always, if you need more MSPH in your life, please check out our Patreon, patreon.com/Mad Scientist Party Hour. $5 tier has a bonus episode every week, and the $10 tier gets that show, the video version of it, and then all of our combined and individual shows like Queef or No Queef, Snack Attack, which Jeff has done, I don't know, I think according to the collections, over 200 of them. And if you enjoyed the clips that have...
Fat fuck.
The highlights that have come from those, including Jeff's when he nuked his mouth, there's endless gems to be found in there. And then, you've got What the Fuck Did I Just Watch with Shuddy and Dom, Kevin's Nerd Hole, 60 Seconds with Kevin, Supermarket Queefs, Dragon Ball Queef, for the weebs, Dragon Ball Queef, little anime Queef. It's all there.
We have to bring that back again.
Yeah. So I got some ideas too for the next episode. So first Queef or Dragon Ball Queef of 2024 coming soon. Patreon.com/Mad Scientist Party Hour. You can also follow us on Instagram. I'm at Kevin Kraft.
At Shuddy Boy.
Jeff R. Records.
And at MSPH Podcast. And at John Cooper Movie. And if you are a golf enthusiast, if you're a Caddyshack fan, if you will, Outkick Bets with Jeff Clark is about to start covering balls going in holes.
Damn right. And the NFL playoffs. I had the best NFL betting season of my life this year. So
Nice.
Running hot. Hopefully I can continue that into the playoffs.
When do the playoffs officially start?
Saturday. Shuddy actually has a playoff game next Monday when we're recording. Well, after we're recording, but so playoffs this weekend though, buddy. Yeah, I know you're excited.
Yeah. Thrilled. And how long do they last for? When does football end?
The Super Bowl is February 10th, I believe. You gonna come to my Super Bowl party this year?
It's like a month. Maybe.
Yeah. You're not doing anything else that night, so.
Oh, shit, I have plans that night. Fuck.
Oh, wait, February 10th. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting my penis chopped off. Shit, and I can't move it. I've already moved it like 3 times, so.
I keep pushing it back, but it really has to come off now, so I gotta keep that February 10th.
Yeah, and I guess if you want to see all these episodes, youtube.com/Mad Scientist Party Hour. Subscribe and like and all that stuff. Yeah. Shuddy, you got anything?
No, I'm good.
How is your edible treating you? Are you fucked?
I'm pretty high, but I'm not too high. I'm getting hungry though.
All right, well.
I have to.
You have to poop?
I have to piss like a racehorse. Yeah, I've been holding it for like 20 minutes.
All right, well, in that case, thanks again for listening, everybody. But until next time, something.